Hello, hello, welcome everyone. We're gonna be back with the Ponda more on today. We're starting our subscriber arena here. Actually, a Sparkle Horse arena, not just for subscribers. Used to saying subscriber stream on Thursdays. Our Sparkle Horse arena on Tuesdays, guys. We're actually having a rapid arena tonight, so it's 7+3 rapid. I have a completely different, more European look now. Shave the beard. So much cleaner here. I feel slightly less depressed. I had enough motivation and zeal for existence that I actually shaved the beard of death. So we're doing our arena. I'm gonna throw the link out there for everybody. Copy and paste. Let's go. I am more beautiful than ever. That's right. Beard is a dead giveaway of mental health issues. Alright. Tell that to all the clean-shaven serial killers. Bob. What is up, guys? We're going to be starting here in 13 minutes with our Sparkle Horse Arena Rapid Arena. This is 7+3. Casual. I haven't really laid out a totally fixed stream schedule. We're going to be around 10 o'clock on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, European time, and around 6:30 on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays, with some variation depending on what my schedule is like. Good to see our regulars here. JCS, Asterbait, Bob Sakamano. JCS, special thanks for being our moderator. We've got Big Money in the tournament. Good to see him. It's going to be kind of quiet, I think, for the first few streams. The Simon went pretty well on Sunday. We had the stream yesterday, which was a relatively sparse amount of people. But it's always going to be that way. The morning streams in Europe are going to preclude a lot of the American players from being with us. So we still had Infinite Flash Chess and a bunch of the other American players with us. I think that people just have to get used to my new stream time again. But we need to probably perpetuate a little more advertising, as you have recommended before, Bob. So as my life starts to piece itself together again, little bit by bit, I might be able to actually take some time to promote the stream, have a stream schedule set up somewhere, maybe in the edit the team schedule on lichess, my Sparkle Horse team. Or I do sometimes paste news, or post news, if you prefer, on the Sparkle Horse Team Arena on lichess.org. Clash Kid is here. Good to see you, Clash Kid. We're starting in just a couple minutes, 11 minutes here, Rapid Arena 7+3. Clash Kid, what's up these days? Have you been playing anything over the board? One of our few over the board regulars. What about like team? Do you play in any kind of team competitions in Austria? Probably you mentioned it, but I'm not sure. You were doing a lot of poker. Started to get into poker, so that's usually a big difference. All right, guys. We've got just myself and Big Money so far. Sparkle Horse Arena. Nothing special lately, just league games. Yeah, okay. I played my first tournament game, as I told everybody the other day. Even my phone would have accepted the sacrifice. I was talking about this with one of my students today, though, that laziness is often an excuse. I was surprised by a sacrifice in a position where I've played a million times. Chances are the sacrifice isn't sound. But I think it was partly not playing for months. But my time use was good. In the past, when I haven't played in a while, I have had some time issues. So I was actually playing faster than my opponent. That was a big problem a couple of years ago when I had a long layoff, really not playing much for a couple of years. I started to get into really bad time pressure on all my games. Yesterday, Sunday, not an issue. So let's get some more players out there. We've got big money only. Nobody knows I'm streaming at this time. They're probably expecting me at like 6:30. But that's the beauty of the 2-hour rapid arena. So we actually have 2 hours. We'll pick up some players as it gathers moss. Panda's here. This is the best part about getting back to Hungary. Hello, Bob. How are you? I'm actually thinking of doing my own stream. How would you guys like it if I did my own stream? Huh? Panda chess stream? Yeah. I think it would be awesome, Honda. We need to get you like a partner. You guys, it would be awesome to do like chess commentary with animals. Live commentary of top events with plushies. High level plushie commentary of top events. Clash Kid, thank you for your wishes. It's still difficult, but I can share the difficulty with others now. Sharing is caring. Sparkle Horse, Clash Kid, Big Money, and Silent Water 90. Silent Water. Reminds me of that Japanese horror film. Was that the name of it? What was the Silent Water film? The Panda stream would be awesome, JCS. I was thinking about it today. Just Panda. Like commentary of Weikanze by Panda and company. Like a Chess Muppets, basically. It'd be awesome. I mean, you know, someone will steal my idea probably soon. Better get on it. Alright, we got Sparkle Horse, Clash Kid, Big Money, Silent Water 90, Loopy Pie, Loopy, any way I could play. You don't have any rapid games though. I would say the best way to play would be to play 15 quick rapid games. Just resign, like no, that's not morally correct. I don't know what to say, Loopy Pie, Loopy. I try to make it as minimal as possible. I mean, 20, 15, I don't know, maybe 15 is the minimum. What's the minimum? 10? I'm not sure. I try not to make the requirement too much, but by now you should be able to have 15. Loopy Pie, Loopy, I'm sorry if you can't play. A Panda cosplay. Yeah, I wanted to get a Panda suit actually for Halloween originally. Halloween I was in America. That was when things were really tough. Do the stream in a Panda suit with Panda, a giant Panda suit. Definitely a possibility. I'll be popular in like Japanese chess circles if I do the cosplay thing. I could do cosplay and chess at the same time. I would like double my audience automatically. That'd be awesome. So Silent Water. You have a job interview for a job I'll probably get. Oh, that sucks. Man. Alright guys, we're ready to start in 6 minutes. Only 4 players thus far. Astrobate donated 2 bets to take the cheerleader. Astrobate. Welcome everybody. International Master William Paschall. We're back to Budapest, Hungary. I've been living in the United States for 4 months. Glad to be back here. Somehow life is just better when you're not alone. For family to help you. Good luck with that, Bob. I hope we're not going to lose you because of that. AP87 says I can't watch the stream today. Hi all. I'm sorry, man. But he's registered for the tournament, but he can't watch. That's fine. Just play. Better than nothing. Right? He probably doesn't have good enough internet to like stream video. AP87. But that's cool. We'll annotate the games for you. I like this James Mason quote. I guess he was like a British master. There's some books like old Dover books by Mason. Every pawn is a potential queen. This is true. It's deep. Sparkle Horse, Clash Kid, Big Money, Super Sebi 7. A lot of regulars, so all friends except for Silent Water, who's new. Guys, we've got 6 players. Let's get it up to 40 plus before the end of the tournament. A pawn and a chair. Chess poker quote. You need a king and a pawn in a chair. Oh. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you guys all for subscribing and for supporting the stream. Acerbate taking the lead today with 2 bits. Oh, I'm so happy you're back. All of you guys. I can't wait to see some H4. Oh, it's been 4 months. All right, Panda. You can entertain yourself with some online poker now. We're back in Hungary. You can play again. Panda's taking up online poker. Clash Kid. He's lost like my whole... He lost my whole bankroll, but what was little left of it while I was in the United States. A few poker sites, but it's no big deal. I just change. All right, we are ready to start. 28 viewers. Tournament starting, guys. Here's the link. Acerbate. Exacerbate. It's exacerbate, not acerbate. You want to exacerbate acerbate. Mikhail Tal with 3 points. Acerbate with 2. I actually call it bits, but it's more fun to call them points. You thought there was a special website where Americans can play poker? Well, a couple of states. It's really state related, Clash Kid. So, what's it called? That state where Acerbate lives. Nevada, right? Nevada, New Jersey. It's funny because Massachusetts was a really liberal state regarding like poker regulations, and they should have kind of probably been one of the states that was faster to push online poker in the States, but for some reason it got bogged down. They're too busy pushing casinos and stuff. Anyway, bye-bye, United States. We're here. It is Acerbate, okay. It is Acerbate. Show me. You're right. Ricky Sanchez from the Simul here. Save a dog. Oh no, Mikhail Tal is actually a grammar teacher. To vex or annoy. Bob Sakamano, USA. No one ever says acerbate, though. They always say exacerbate. It's the only word you ever hear of the family. The family of words. The acerbate family of words. Sparkle Horse Arena starting in 1.41. Alright guys, here's a link to the Sparkle Horse Arena. Sparkle Horse, my tribute handle here on lichess.org. International Master William Paschall. We're back to Hungary. Played my first tournament game in 4 months on Sunday. Drew again. Where's Nefedov? Nefedov's threatening to come visit me and have some beers. Alright. We had another player join the group. We've got 10 now from Goo. All of these are known entities except for Silent Water. It's interesting. 1 new player, 9 known guys. Don't get involved in that. Satranchi says he can't join lack of games. Yeah, I was joking with someone else. I did that, I do that every week to try to make it so that people can't just like, come in with a totally new account they created like right before the tournament and play. I'm sorry if you guys can't play. You can't recreate the tournament. Real Graham, lots of subscribers here. So Trenchy, I know you were one of those guys who was gifted the sub. I remember. Sorry you can't play. You could play 15 games real quick. I was joking earlier, just resign 15 games. It's kind of morally questionable. Get a really low rating. So they've got to be rated games. Yeah, that's the problem. It is kind of weird to have an unrated tournament or casual tournament where you're required to have 15 rated games, but that's the only way to do it. Keep the trolls out. You need a fake passport to drive a speed car at the Hungaroring. Fake passports. Not my business. Okay, Marwa. Marwa's 2173, and he recently had a tournament he was telling me about. He drew with an IM in a tournament game, so congratulations to him. Maybe his first ever draw with an international master, other than me, in a real over-the-board game at least. His first one. Alright, we're sticking with Sicilian. Mawat sort of jumped in there at the last minute. So good to see him and all you guys who are friends and subscribers. Oh, you're getting your dog ready for math appointment. Actually, I forgot you had the dog. Knight f3, knight c6. Oh no. 7+3, I thought the maximum was 7-2. No, they changed all the settings and stuff a couple months ago, Clash Kid. They did a nice job overhauling the options, I thought. So I want to thank them again at lichess for doing a good job as usual, improving the site here and there. Alright, so basically I play queen a5 check here, sometimes on a lark, this like weird variation. I don't remember why I used to do that. Oh, the queen a5 check and a6 is something totally bizarre. I'm not going to do that here. That's not good. Queen a5 check, knight c3, a6, bishop c6, bc, dc5, queen c5 I've played before, but it's not really trustworthy. But Mawat took with the knight on d4, which no one ever plays except here on lichess.org. It's like possible to transpose to a Richter-Rauser Langille-Bela variation. Knight c3, knight f6, bishop g5. It's actually called the, I think that was the Richter attack, after Carl Richter, the Richter scale. But no one plays it except for the late international master Bela Langille. All right. This is kind of an easy line to play for white. You can't really go wrong with this. Very solid and safe. Just, it's kind of like the London system against the Sicilian. Nothing too dynamic. Trade us some pieces. Keep it boring. What was my sloth joke yesterday? JCS. Now I can't remember. Okay, I'll talk with more donations. 7 bits. 6. 6. London against the Sicilian. The same effect, you know, make the game boring again. Not a lot of dynamism, you know. No clashes, just kind of clean, surgical. That's the word I'm looking for. Nothing messy, you know. Play e4, but play it real solid so you don't create any weaknesses. The Cochrane Gambit. I wish I could keep it lazy. That's how white's playing here, right? It's more like simple rather than lazy, though. That's awesome. We got to keep that saying in the stream. That was my game on Sunday. Keep it lazy. When your opponent sacrifices pieces, just ignore it as best you can. Just don't accept any sacrifices, and nothing can go wrong. I have a bad feeling about this move. But I don't know why. I mean, it shouldn't really be bad. Actually, Mawat has become quite good tactically. He's kind of sharp. He sees tactics quickly. Those little simple ones that kind of pop up from time to time. He's pretty opportunistic. Opportunistic would be a good word to describe Mawat. He basically has good, solid technique, but he's become a sort of opportunistic player. Nothing special to do here. I know the right player to pit against Mawat. It'd be like Morozevich. Mawat against Morozevich. Okay, knight to g4, knight c6. Bishop c6. Bishop f4. Oh, it's like one of many moves I can play. It's just a move. It has no special effects like Hollywood movies. Birthday party tomorrow? Keep it lazy. Sloth emote. This move I disagree with. Absolutely an unwise decision by white. Give up that dark squared bishop. Very serious. Problems can be caused by that. But nevertheless, he maintains, you know, kind of fundamentally playable game. He's making little concessions. Bishop g5 doesn't do anything. Keep it fancy. How about just like b5? Grabbing space, weakening my queen side. Alright, whatever. We'll just make moves. Just make random moves. Well, they're not random. Slightly passive, but with a threat. And this should be just good for black. Better endgame with two bishops. Dark square weaknesses for white. Yeah, I mean, I tell people all the time that I won more games with a pair of bishops than any other advantage in chess. But at the same time, I think I've had a tendency to overvalue them. I think Stockfish overvalues them too. Almost a 90% chance of win. Like Satranchi. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much... That's the kind of exaggeration I'm talking about. What is he setting up here? Like e5? I guess he's doing that. Who would put their queen on b4, you know? That's a very exceptional type of move. He's putting his queen on b4 to make this tactic happen. And I just let him do it. There's nothing to be afraid of, but at the same time, I think like he might even like improve his position by trading off that central pawn. It's almost like a concrete weakness that blocks his pieces, you know? He didn't play it. Wow. He did not play it. I don't know what I was thinking, actually. Queen b4. Such a strange move. Now it seems strange after this move to even consider other options. I'm just gone from one move to the next with a completely different plan. That's not good. I have had a hard time anticipating his moves, though. I like queen b4, I completely didn't anticipate. f4 was not what I expected. I'm basically practically forcing him to sacrifice a pawn here with like e5. Even if it doesn't work, he creates some sort of chaos. I'm not sure Mawaz is one to like speculatively, thank you. 1 out of 3 ain't bad. He's not one to like speculatively sacrifice material. He kind of clings to material. But he can play dynamically though. If he's forced, he'll sacrifice stuff, but he doesn't go out of his way. We've played a lot of games now, look, 75, 76. So I get a pretty good feeling for people that I've played more than 50 games against. I know him a little bit better than most. You can never overvalue the bishop pair. Obviously, we know the closed positions are different. You know, this is pretty open, so... A5. Losing by force. So I have to go. Yeah, this was totally not what I was expecting again. Just like, pick a random move and he plays it. I mean, the whole point I thought was to play knight e4 there. I just don't see how this is even valid. He tried to eat my queen side. Queen takes b7, and I said he wasn't materialistic. I mean, this looks safer than playing bishop takes e5, but again, I'm like afraid of ghost sacrifices. What's he gonna do? Like sack a bishop? Bishop takes h7 to have a rook on the 7th rank. It's safer to take with the bishop in the sense of material, but well, this is what I thought he was going to do before. I think it's essentially like like a worse version of that, almost. I'm not calculating too well yet. It's early in the night, and I'm still kind of sleepy. He has queen e7 ideas. Is that going to be a problem for me? I mean, is he calculating at all here? I think he's just reacting. Wow. That's a calculated move. He found it. Nice move. Well, this is a weird scenario. Check out the scenario, right? Oh my god. Wait. Alright, let's just not and say we did. Man. I'm still sleepy. I'm very vulnerable in the first game when I'm not calculating far enough. He's still hanging on. The happy structure. I think I'm still better here. Takes years of experience to evaluate that quickly. Man, that move might just save him. He's seriously gonna hold on here. It sucks. And he even has threats. He's finding really important moves. Rook takes f6, king h2, king g3, another one. Hallucinating I actually have any threats here. This is kind of a funny move. It seems ironic to undouble his doubled pawns, but I'm actually trading off maybe a bigger weakness than white is with h5. Does the check help? Probably not. So I'll opt to just take. Playing with fire. I guess this is just objectively equal, but I'm not going to agree to a draw yet. He's got a pawn hanging. Man, this game is taking forever. Sidesteps everything. Come on, Marwa. You can lose this. Find a way. I have a passed pawn, and you don't. That's it. That's it. Find a way to lose. Come on, man. All of his pawns are on the wrong color. He's got me tied down to that. This move was unforeseen. Unforeseen circumstances. Make a decision. Pick a pawn, any pawn. Is that the wrong pawn move? Man, he's played this so well. Tooth and nail all the way. So, King D7, F5. All right, that's it. Amazing game. Tremendous play by White to save that. All right, guys. That was an excellent game. Zenchess is here. AP87, Clash Kid, Uber Driver. Mikhail Tao, Super Sebi, Real Gambit, Loose. Galukadashi, Silent Water. We've got 24 players already. This is awesome. Man, that sucks that I wasted that much time on a draw, though. I bailed out, but I was about to flag. I saw too many problems. I mean, maybe it's just a draw. You know, I just may not be winning there at the end. I saw a line that I didn't like. There was something. Rook c4, a6. Rook takes c6, a7. He's just getting through, you know. I mean, I'm not sure that... The only move I saw, I didn't see a move, basically. I don't think there was a solution. Every time, like, I was on the verge of winning, he found some kind of resource to stay, like, close, you know? It was like a race where the guy just keeps hanging on there, hanging on, and you think, okay, eventually he's got to make a mistake, you know, or take too much time. Very natural player. In endgame technique, he's extremely good for a young player. This is not that common. Like a little bit of Magnus Carlsen. The kind of youth, endgame technique in youth. All right. Where is our next opponent? It's already 137 left in the tournament. I think I spent about a sixth of my tournament on that game. It's crazy. How long was that game? Seriously. That was a 20-minute game. How long was the game? We had 7 minutes to start. That's 14. 20-minute game. Jim, what's up? Speed 3-2. Alright, let's not do the Berserk thing. Should I do Berserk? His name is Speed. Alright. No, I'm not going to Berserk. It's a rapid tournament. I feel a little better about Berserking and Blitz. Alright, that game was... I mean, he's not like... He's like a teenager. Alright. G3. Speed. Good to see you guys. Mikhail Tal donated 9 bits. Asterbate 2 to start off the week here on Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. This is our second stream of the week. We didn't get any donations yesterday in the bits department. That's alright. There's more to life than money. B3. Gotta earn it. I just like to see the bit war starting. Now, Speed allowed this. This is not good. You cannot do that. You have to like take on B3 there. So now we just have a good game. Although there is some thought about paralyzing that bishop on B7, perhaps. But can I do that and grab this pawn back at the same time? Knight e5. JCS, one of our Catalan aficionados, I think would appreciate my dilemma that I don't tend to like to play knight e5 because it's essentially not a developing move, unless you consider developing this bishop's potential development. That was a really tough game. Great game, Roi. Nice job. Hanging on in a difficult endgame. It looked trivial at first, but then it became more and more clear that black was better in the last game. Okay. Doesn't seem right to play bishop a6. You already, having done that, got the bishop, my bishops of war are out in full force. You gotta love that. That's devastating. Yeah. That's fully devastating. Though I don't know, maybe knight d2 would make some sense. And knight d5 is a weird move. I mean, it blocks my bishop on g2, but it lets me in here, which is probably worse. The frying pan fire effect. I think he's just lost now. Afternoon beer. This is my it's afternoon. 6 is too late. You can't call it afternoon. It is afternoon, but it's evening. Let's see. Yesterday was Monday. I didn't have any beers in the morning. I don't think I had a beer. I don't remember if I had a beer on the Sunday stream or not. He's in a lot of trouble now. You can't play king f8 because you lose a queen, so you have to play king d8 or king... Yeah, this is losing a queen. What am I talking about? Yeah, he's losing a queen. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know, I'm still not clear mentally. Because I haven't played too much. I played the tournament game on Sunday. Alright, he resigned. That was a quick one. But I like the fact that speed doesn't play on down a queen. Dim, thanks for the donation. 200 bits getting us on the board. Mikhail Tal and Asterbait filling out the top 3. Zenchess has 2 wins. Morwak got a quick win too. With the Berserk, it looks like. He beat Galukadashi quickly. So Morwak is going to be my biggest threat in this tournament thus far. Hope I don't have to keep playing him over and over again. Zenchess is pretty capable too. Alright, we got two 2139, 2173s. Uber drivers down there. Merle is pretty tricky. My tournament game was a draw. I offered a draw in a worse position apparently. But neither of us realized I was really worse. I thought I might be worse, but I really kind of didn't know if I was better or worse. I was up 2 pawns with my king in the center of the board. And my opponent had less time, but I was a little scared because I couldn't really coordinate properly. Playing Morwa again. And this is ridiculous. Like, now it's going to be another 20-move game. You gotta kind of mix it up on him. So I offered a draw to my opponent in a position I just didn't know who was better in. But unfortunately, he sacrificed a piece unsoundly, and I didn't take it. It was funny because I really thought the sacrifice was weird, and I was shocked visibly when he played it. And then slowly I sort of just thought, oh, okay, well, if he played it, it must be good. Alright, so he's just transposing to a rouser or a classical Sicilian. Okay, well, I mean, the one good thing about Morwa is that he's not really a theory guy, so we have that advantage. Neither am I, but I have a lot of knowledge. This game, wow, F takes is a weird move here. He's playing a much different style than the last game. It's like a messed up Karaklaj. An inaccurate Karaklaj variation for white. Difficult to put pressure on my f7 pawn. Queen f2. I can choose between knight e5 or castles. Too much fear over the board. Yeah, I mean, I did have fear, but I was... self-preservation instinct is strong for me. But I always have that excuse. I mean, in team competitions, you have to be more conservative. I think I would be a little bit inclined to criticize myself if it wasn't over the board game, like an individual tournament. In a team tournament, I think, you know, taking a draw with black in a position where you're unsure is an okay thing to do. But my opponent was higher rated than me, technically. Okay, rook on a to d1. Well, I mean, whatever. He's trying to keep it simple. He likes it simple. He's an old man in a kid's body, like Magnus. Just goes with the flow. I like that about Morwa too. The ability to go with the flow. Not a lot of people have that. It just kind of comes naturally. You don't try to control the game. You give the game like its own. Yeah, well, now it seems like he's trying to trade pieces almost intentionally, which isn't always good. Ludwig, you don't have enough rapid games after all that? You've been around for a while here. Ludwig could never usually play because of my American time zone tournaments, I guess. Now he can finally play, and he doesn't have enough games. Structure. Structure versus dynamics in this one. It makes my opponent kind of dangerous, the fact that he's fairly fast and fairly good at technical situations. Queen e2 now. Just adapting. Being adaptive. Okay, what's my A rook doing here? Absolutely nothing. What's my opponent doing? He's trying to play knight to b5. It appears he's trying to set up knight b5. Okay, guys, the tournament lasts another hour and a half. We've got the 2-minute warning, 2-hour warning, 2-hour time limit for the tournament. Zenchess in first with 10. He's going to be the man to beat, apparently. Morwa is so he's actually been hurt by that game with me as well. And it's really good for Zenchess that Morwa and I are playing each other again. Another 20-minute game. Just to make Zenchess's life easier. I thought about queen c6, but knight d4 now. It looks better for black, just simply better for black. If I had a lot of time here, I would be very confident in my position. But it's kind of not that easy. I could easily mess it up in a fast time control. He's correct. We have the monster B now. Multiple weaknesses in the opponent's camp. If you want to play d5 here, I think it'd be valid. It would be valid. I might end up just undoubling his pawns for him. F5 is another dynamic. All my dynamic moves undouble his pawns for him. He's gonna move the knight next, but how? I have bishop takes b2. I guess I should just cash in on the structure. I'll take with the queen. No, that's not so good for me. Take, there, down there. Take that. I feel like I'm lazing out here again. What's our catchphrase? Be lazy, not good. I mean, this is pretty bad. Punishable by death. We had to lose the weakness on d6 to get the weakness on c3. Now we've got to really limit the amount of stuff he can trade. Looks like I'm winning a pawn, though. And the more pawns left on the board, the better. This is kind of a tricky little move. I don't want to allow him to trade everything off. It's a serious problem. I can't give him a6. It's just absolutely out of the question. Go into a holding pattern. Ladies and gentlemen, air traffic control has put us in a holding pattern. I'll be getting you guys to the gate as soon as possible. You see this? Now he compromised his position. It's not so simple now. We got an extra pawn and a better structure. Ludwig says, what? Since joining, I've gained 200 rating points. That's awesome, man. Wow. But you're talking about lichess points, right? Not over the board, I assume. Are we looking at a threat? H5. I guess H5 here. All right. I think I'm just winning this position objectively. I'm not sure if H5 was best or necessary, but I'm hesitating again. What do they say about hesitation? Gotta remember now. This is gonna be kind of a tough grind. He's an absolute genius if he saves this too. Zenchess is on 10 points. Come on. Just resign. How are you going to keep all those nuggets? 4 against 3 might not be that easy. I think I won that game against like player who's a strong player now. What is this? Wait. What's up with that? What's up with that move? What is up here? Okay, yeah, he's just like busted. I'm thinking, I'm reading into this too much now. No? We're reading into this too much now. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, he doesn't have time for H4, thank goodness. So I should be able to win easily with this. I think you're dealing with that speculation, Bob. I think he's... Whoever the guy is, he obviously has a good teacher. I mean, I don't know. He's just been well supported in his chess improvement. Alright, that's gone. He resigned. There's no mate. There was mate on A1. I was gonna play it. Alright, I saw it. Zen chess. I wasn't gonna play it. I didn't see Rook A1 mate either. That's embarrassing, but he did see it. Alright, so Zen chess has 10. I'm on 5. Clash Kid on 4. Morwa down on 4. Super Sebi, AP has played 6 games already, has 9 points. That's the secret, man. That's the King Crusher system. Not to promote King Crusher, but... Alright. Thanks again, Jim. Move 11, what's up? Move 11 is in the house. How about yourself? We're just playing the Sicilian now. We're trying to get back to tournament. Tournament ready. I've got another match next week. Another Sicilian probably. This guy I played last year. Got a 22-ish, 2180, 2200 player who I beat last year with black. Looks like I'm going to play the same guy with the same color again this year. I've got a Possibly. That was a very similar game, in fact, to the game I just had with him. Wow, he did the same thing where he let me do knight g4, knight takes e3, and I beat him in an endgame. Okay, f3. So I just found a ridiculous exchange sack in my game against him. He is dangerous. Especially he's good at the Najdorf and the Grand Prix attack, I've noticed. He has his strengths and weaknesses like everybody else. Okay, so now knight b3. That seems inconsistent a little bit with this attacking system that White is playing, essentially. But okay, it can't be that bad. How bad is, how bad can knight b3 be? Essentially, I thought about playing h5 there. Where is Ponda? Ponda would be happy if I did that. Poor Ponda. He's very sad I didn't play h5. I can't believe I waited this long and you didn't play h5 after 4 months and a chance to play h5. The perfect situation to play h5 in the Sicilian where the White plays f3 and his whole plan is based on playing g4. Try to talk him out of it. 75 viewers, excellent. Excellent. What's up, everyone? Do we have some, we didn't have any kind of raids or something that I missed, did we? We went up to 75 pretty fast. So I suspected that there was a raid. Now Queen e2 I like by White here. But I'm definitely planning to, be ready if he tries the castle queenside. He did not opt for that. Rook d1. Well, it's not a bad move. All right. Well, the important thing I wanted to establish that you're not going to castle queenside, or you are. And then we'll just play from there. So I've been talking about h5, but I mean it's coffee house chess. I mean it's not really, something I normally want to do all the time. I think it's reasonable here, but now he's played rook d1. He doesn't have his maniacal attacking plans available. So if he castled queenside, I mean h5 would seem more necessary here. I can play just kind of like routinely. We've always got to watch possible sacrifices on b5, like bishop takes b5, pawn takes b5, knight takes b5, and make sure he's not getting like a good 3 pawns for the piece there. White's position is not very standard though. Like I said earlier, playing f3 and knight b3 doesn't really work together. You could smell the disappointment in Ponda's voice. Smell the disappointment. I've never heard that before. I guess it's possible with Pondas. Not brushing their teeth. They do have bamboo though. That's got to be good for your teeth. I'm gonna like start chewing bamboo sticks. I bet they have better teeth than most animals. All right, bishop e7. He does g4 anyway. The not castle and play g4 approach should not be taken too lightly, but it seems a little doubtful. I guess his plan is like king d2, king c1 or something. Oh. All right, let's just play h6. Let's see what he does. Move 11 called it. That's what I was thinking. Why not be like 2 tempi down on castling queenside? It's totally called for. Absolutely. What would Elvest do? Jan likes to play h6. This is kind of impatient by White to do g5. Almost have tactics based on undefended bishop on g5. Almost. My king is in the center, your king is in the center, but my pawn structure is better. Less weaknesses. A little bit. Watch that sacrifice on b5 again. We're staying flexible with the castling options here. Trying to lure him forward with f4. I'm not sure it's such a good idea, actually. I just assumed he would like tragically weaken his long diagonal if he plays f4, but actually it doesn't seem like I have anything really special. I don't really want to take his bishop on d3. That's just a kind of bluff. I guess I played 95. It's in the way. It's always in the way on c6 in many Sicilians. It's better placed on d7. So maybe I'll just do that. You know, we'll just revert to a hedgehog. Knight back to d7. And white has to answer for his sins. The sins of weakening his position, leaving his king in the center with a lot of pawn advances, in particular here. So that's what we'll do. Very, very simple and effective. I mean, if his king is on b1 here, he has a good position. But I don't think you can justify, you know, the broken pawns and the king on e1 in this position. You know, my king is safer than your king because I'm less exposed, and my pieces are developed just as well as yours. So I think that's all it comes down to. The knight wasn't on a good square. This is reasonable. Come back to the center. Back to the future. I like that move. I guess we keep going forward. Hope for b4. He's sacking a piece. Okay, I don't see it. I mean, you got this kind of macho. He sacrificed, but what does it actually do? You know, I don't get it. We know that AP87 likes to sacrifice pieces a lot and unsoundly often. But this particular case looks... It's a clear-cut case of, like, my king is safer than your king. Plus you're down a piece for 2 pawns now. Just another sacrifice. I've got that serious bishop on the long diagonal here, which is bound to hit pay dirt at some point. Plus I'm not material. A friend of mine used to say that I have compensation for his material. You know, that's how you evaluate this position. He's not material and I have compensation for it. So, I mean, everything's cool here. Knight takes d6 check. Free rooks. I mean, actually, I ought to calculate more than one move ahead here. If I take, he takes back with the f pawn. I take on h1, he plays knight d6 check. I just move my king. I think I just moved my king in that instance. So he did this instead. Got the Rubinsteinian French pawn structure. If we played Guess the Opening, it can't be a semi-Slav. Popular chess game show. Guess the Opening. It's ironically kind of difficult to get at his king. Finally threatening b4. This is and looks like a cheapo. I didn't have a better idea. Just gets out of the pin. Maybe queen c6 is better though. Better to play queen c6. It's more centralized. It covers d6. So now his king is still safe. Well, he's definitely not castling anymore. What if I just come back? Kind of funny. Alright. We'll just defend now. Up a rook. Up a rook for a pawn. But I don't have any threats, really. Oddly enough. Your best move is castling. But not possible. Everyone is a secret grandmaster. Legal measures. Okay, guys. What's happening in the tournament? Zen chess up to 14. Actually, my opponent has 9. He's played 6 or 7 games. Super Sebi, Clash Kid, myself, Mikhail Tal, Abdel, Morwai, Unicorn 99, and Grambit, the top 10. Thanks, guys. We've got about an hour left in the tournament. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We're playing Weird Openings Wednesday. Tomorrow 12. Excuse me, 12. I'm used to streaming in the United States. So we're up at 10 a.m. CET, guys. My bad. Again, the stream times are not set in stone. But I'm doing what I was doing before with the 10 a.m. European streams for now. There it is. We've got a winner. Finally, I got something of value from the position of his king on e1. Double Brook Gambit. Back to tournament. Okay, AP, thank you for an entertaining game. We're in second place. Zen Chess undefeated with a perfect score. Fuchsia. Fuchsia is in the house. We're streaming from Budapest, everybody. Stream time tomorrow, 10 a.m. European time. Uber driver, oh no. Oh no. We've taken him down a couple times. I'm about to flag. I've got here Simul, no, 7-3 and 5-3. So I've been able to take him down twice in Blitz, Rapid. I speculate that Uber Driver is Merle's alternate ego. I don't know why I want to play B3. Let's just take him out of his non-existent book. I don't know why I just feel like playing something weird, guys, with E3. I don't know. Just felt like doing something out of the ordinary. Ponda is hoping for H4. We're not going to play it on move 1 or 2. Hello, my name is Ponda. I'm addicted to H4. And I admit my problems. The first step to addiction is admitting you have a problem. All right, back to the Kali system. I'm a Kali addict. What's up, everybody? Zen Chess in first place. Myself, AP87. I think Morwa must have left. He was disappointed. No, he probably had to go. We're transposing to the Exchange Caro-Kann. Another exciting opening. This totally fits Uber Driver's profile. So an inaccurate. I gotta play the. What's it called? The Panak Botvinnik. Alright, guys. Botvinnik. This is Zen Chess, Sparkle, APA7, Super Sebi. Thanks, guys, for the donations. Jim with 200 today. Commercials from Acerbate and Mikhail Tal with 9. So, a system that I play myself with black on the board. From the ultra solid Uber Driver. Now he played E6. This is like super old school. I like G6 there, or Bishop G4, the draw variation. But E6 is not frequently seen in modern games. White has a lot of options here. Bishop G5, C5, probably A3, to name a few. To name but a few, C5 maybe. The C5, B6 should be okay for black, right? C5 is a little early. What do we do against? We'll do A3. against Uber Driver, avoiding exchanges of pieces against a player this solid. Now what is it? It becomes like a weird semi-Tarash? I don't want to trade pieces with him. He's just too solid. Real Gambit has to leave. Sorry about that. We'll see you later. Gave him a tempo. Now he transposed to an exchange. Sorry, it's a Queen's Gambit accepted. Who would have thought? Queen's Gambit accepted. Steinitz variation. I guess. Am I down a tempo? I never know. It's hard to believe black could be down another tempo. It would be really bad if you were down another tempo. You can't be up a tempo, right? For this position to exist, with black having one less move, that's a little hard to believe. Right, so Queen d3, b5, bishop a2, for example, is a line. We can play bishop d3. That looks kind of solid. I like it. The voluntary bishop d3. Oh, I dropped a pawn. I dropped my pawn. No, please. So I was thinking knight e4 now. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time though, targeting like the c5 square. Time's a wasting. I'm just making this up. I really don't know anything about the theory here. All I know is that with Uber Driver and such a solid player, my goal is to not trade pieces. So I basically traded pieces, but this is not a good exchange for him to take here, I don't think. I don't know what there is to really think about though. Maybe he does take there. It's not that bad. Take, bishop b7. No, that loses. Or does it? Bishop b7 is kind of forced, isn't it? Now knight e5, knight takes f7. Oh, knight e5 before. Fuchsia, I didn't see when you said that. Well, I mean, there are situations with the bishop on c4 you were probably talking about. There are situations where knight takes f7 can happen to the best of people. Bad things happen to good opponents. Hopefully. What's up, everybody? We're just chilling. 79 viewers. It's our Sparkle Horse Arena rapid tournament here on lichess.org and Twitch. My name is Slaggy, aka William. I'm a strong FIDE master who accidentally got the IM title. But, no, I mean, I just like to play chess. So check this out. Just when you thought it was safe to come out of the water, comes down with this move. Okay, well, that's good. Basically refuted my BS. I think we have some compensation. Knight takes f6, bishop e4. Wait, what? Right, yeah. What does that even do? That's compensation? That's lame. So he basically just called the question. Man. I'm seriously upset. He tagged forever on this incredible tactic, which just works. Very, very sad now. Alright, well, we lost our central isolated pawn. Nothing to worry about. Absolutely no problem. Feels like our development should compensate to some degree. But what am I going to do? Yeah, it just doesn't help. It's like Panda said. First step to recovery is admitting you have a problem. You know, we admit we have a problem here. And then we've got to like just accept the problem, you know, and then move on. So we're down a pawn, we blundered a pawn, it's all right. Totally okay. Just got to make the best out of a bad situation. It's all that simple. He's just going to play bishop e7 and have a great game now. So if I put his queen on d4, let's say, I don't know. I don't like the situation. Queen f3. I don't understand Paschall's comment, the context of it. Knight takes d4 seems fine. Of course it seems fine. The problem is, is my position fine? I don't have any compensation for this dropped pawn. It didn't even enter my mind that he could take it. I basically wasted time. Bishop d3 and then knight e4 was just too time consuming, I guess. If bishop b7, knight f6, bishop f6, bishop h7, king h7, queen b7, I'm okay there, you know. So he can't just play bishop b7. At least I prevented that. And like rook a7 isn't good. Or is it? Rook b8, you know, could allow some sort of tricks. But not really. I mean, I think he almost has to play rook b8. Maybe bishop d7 is okay too. And he's doing this because he wants to be a draw bot. Well, he has excellent chances not to lose, at least. Maybe black's still better. You know, he's got good central control and pressure on my b2 pawn. There's that nugget. And that nugget that are under surveillance. So rook a7, I guess. Technically, his king is more open than mine. Magnus would win. Of course. Channel Magnus. You haven't reached the point where lost pawn destroys games yet? Well, I mean, it's never completely lost, but it's pretty sad to be like a so-called master and be dropping the pawn by, you know, be dropping your central pawn at move 10. All right. I'm fortunate, you know, to be equal, if that's the evaluation here. Got this ridiculous rook, the bishop that's blocking it in on its initial square. Slightly safer king, maybe. His queen is monstrously centralized there. How am I going to get out, you know? Queen f3, rook d7. Bishop h6. Triple exclaim. Oh, that's a ridiculous idea. It'd be funny to play that. Shirazi here. Rook d7, bishop h6. Just for the sake of playing it. How does bishop h6 work again? Doesn't. Okay. Well, other than that, it was good. He just takes on b2. It was a stupid idea. So now, having trouble developing my pieces, I guess we just have to play rook b1. Just defend everything. It's pretty pathetic to be worse with white. And so few moves. No draws. It's Nefedov's secret account. Maybe I'm still worse. Queen d5. Where's Nefedov? He's here. It's not a secret account. It's almost as solid as you, man. Okay. I think I've equalized. He's reading my mind again. You gotta stop that. That's just annoying. It could be worse if I'm not careful. Percy Hepworth with 103 bits donated. Every time I play in one of these tournaments, Uber driver comes along and like ruins the tournament by ruining my streak starter, and I'm getting tired of it, like offering him draws. Oh, I have rook d6. I don't know. This is a good idea. Man. I end up with the pawn on the wrong color. That's a strangely passive move. But probably makes a draw. You've heard the Grob. The Grob isn't sound. Wait. I was threatening something. Check in bishop d4. So he actually dropped a pawn? Wow. Kind of stumbled into a pawn up position. It's a miracle. Finally, collapsing. Back to the tournament. Whew, it's not easy to beat. Uber driver. Zen Chess is perfect Scoreville with 22. 50 minutes left in the tournament. The check on d8 was covered. I had a rook on c6 though. The initial check on d8 was covered, right? But then I had a check on c8 once my rook, or was it on a8? But anyways, there's no way I should win that position ever. I was just worse. I think he played... I didn't think he had to retreat. That's weird. Definitely shouldn't win. That's ridiculous. King Chaser's here. He's pretty good. Seems like he's getting better. King Chaser's gained about 100 rating points since he started watching the stream. But I can't take credit for that because he's not here that often. Okay, move 11. 7+3. I don't think we ever played move 11 on a arena tournament. All right, what are we gonna do? Let's see. Let's play in English. Actually, he plays the Queen's Gambit declined. Well, we'll get a Catalan if he plays for d5, so I don't feel like playing a Catalan against a well-prepared player. I'd rather play this, King's Indian attack. Knight e5 there, probably not that great. Here it's more interesting. I see c6 more often than e6 here. I guess it doesn't make a difference after c6 now. Uber driver, tough fight. The Borg is the e4 g5, according to Fuxia. Right. The Superborg. Superborg. No relation to the Facebook creator. C4, C6. C4, C6. I think maybe move 11 knows this. What happened? Move 11 resigned, he lost a piece. I wouldn't have even noticed. Alright, back to tournament. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I'm sorry about that, move 11. What happened? Alright, I wouldn't have even noticed. I was like, not even looking for Queen A4 check. Alright, so lucky win there. Through the game. Haywire Habit says, do you mind typing the answer to my question? What question is that? What the hell is a Borg? What is the best way to improve tactics? What opening should I learn for white and for black? I mean, that's really a matter of taste, you know? I mean, the more classical recommendation is to play sort of e4, e5, d4, d5, but it depends on your level. I think the classical approach is better for beginners. But if you're more advanced, then, you know, probably you wouldn't be asking the question. But as far as the Grob and the Borg, don't worry about it. No need to answer that. They're just sort of silly openings. Okay, Lam 11 to 50. I'm afraid to berserk against people. They might be much better than their rating. I decided to play something different just because I'm getting bored of playing c5. Yeah, the Swedish. I remember watching Bjorn Borg play tennis when I was a little kid. It was like one of my favorite players. Actually watched his famous Wimbledon match with Jimmy Connors live. Dating myself. C4, C6. Where was the today menu? What is that question about? Stream Express. Okay. C takes D5. The today menu. Bishops are on the menu. Apparently. Alright, I'm going to try just to regroup the pawn in a different way. Without necessarily doing that. Now this transposes to a known system. I guess. Maybe I should just play G6. I'm definitely not 38. I told you guys a million times that I'm 39. Not many 39-year-olds remember Jimmy Connors playing Bjorn Borg live at Wimbledon. 95. I shouldn't have said that. So Lam plays 95 there. But basically trading pieces should kind of help me free my position. So I think this is classic advice when you have an isolated queen pawn position. He just dropped a piece. You can see that, right? You don't need me to explain that he just dropped a piece. But when you have a position where you have an IQP or isolated queen pawn, you're basically playing for dynamics usually. I mean, or here, you know, he could be just trying to hang on to that extra pawn, essentially. But most isolated pawn positions, you're playing for dynamics. Knight g4 is kind of freaky, but it might be okay here. Looks kind of cheap. I'll keep it back where it's not going to get trapped. Nefedov, we thought you were younger. Thanks for letting us know that you're really 38. We thought you were like 32. Man. Alright. Knight on e to d7. 1560. Zen Chess out in first place. Our other 2100 plus player, Marwa, left. Don't have any like real heroes coming along over 2200 for this event. Though there's quite a few players. Let's see. I have to go to the tournament to see the actual number of players. So we're up a piece here, guys. Kind of uneventful. Last couple games we got lucky and people dropped pieces, allowing us to catch up to Zen Chess pretty quickly. I definitely shouldn't get an easy pass from move 11 though, who's candidate master. Potential candidate master in the near future. Knight takes d5 and we're just winning. Nothing to see here. Just move along, folks. Okay, white just forgot, he forgot his knight on e5, like one of my simul games. What is the candidate master? Move 11? I guess it depends on what country you live in. King Crusher is a candidate master, right? 2200 FIDE, by the definition. Although sometimes the US Chess Federation used to call candidate master. Some people refer to candidate master as what they call an expert. So it's not clear whether you mean, you know, when you say candidate master, it's not clear if you mean by US Chess Federation standards or by the International Chess Federation standards. You're talking about different levels, essentially. I figured I had all my bases covered if I said it that way. Asterbait has to get on the road. The vet, going to the vet. Alright, queen d7, guys. We're just going to activate our bishop on b7, make it great again. Welcome, everybody. He's a super CM. I don't think that's an official title. Is that what he calls himself? I'm playing more like a FIDE master these days, an international master over the last couple of years. I'd like to get back to playing like a real IM again. Basically, Candidate Master was a title that was invented to make money for the International Chess Federation. Kind of an unnecessary title, I would say. Created to increase the money in the FIDE coffers. Put bishops on long diagonals and take things. That's the main idea. Well, I think every title, like most titles, someone has to pay a fee to the International Chess Federation. And it can be the individual in some countries, and some chess federations will pay. It was funny, like the US Chess Federation had different rules about it, changing all the time with their titles. Sometimes they paid and then they didn't pay. The next year they voted that they were going to not pay for people's titles. Some people got their title for free, and then other people had to like pay $50 out of their own money. Maybe I should just snap that pawn. But it's a little greedy to be taking that pawn. I don't mind trading pieces when I'm up a piece. 2 pieces in this instance. Every person that gets the candidate master title basically generates what, like 50 euros or some amount, like fixed amount to FIDE. I'm a dirty guy for saying what I think is the truth, but it seems like there was enough titles without that. Okay, it gives people something to aspire to, so I shouldn't say it's silly, but it feels like their motivation is probably financial in creating that. I never became a candidate master. They didn't have that title when I grew up. So I'm too old. I'm too old for that, basically. My first FIDE rating was 2330. That's a pretty scary fact. In the old days, they didn't have ratings below 2000, below 2200 for men. So I had to, like, you had to be a candidate master to even get a rating. Like, that was it. You basically had to be 2200 to have a rating. We had to walk uphill just to get to the tournament both ways. And it snowed 6 feet every time I played in an event. You met a very clever man in 2000, but he did not play chess. Takat Joseph. He was a welder in a factory. What does that mean, Steam Express? I'm not sure I understand the context. Right. A lot of people say, well, they shouldn't have like women's titles and stuff, but I think that's different. It just seems like there's a small gap between candidate master and FIDE master. There's a 100-point gap between candidate master and FIDE master. It seems sort of silly, you know, to have 2 different titles where there's like a 100-point requirement gap is very little, actually. That's just kind of weird, you know. Where's the beef? All the taxi drivers you met were very clever. Taxi drivers always know about chess too. It's kind of funny. It doesn't matter what country you're in, they tend to know more about chess than the average person. We're trying to catch up to Zen chess, but I can't quite get there. No matter what I do, I feel like it's not happening. He started immediately with 3. He was, what did he do? Berserk his first couple games. I started with a tough draw against Morwa. A silly question, but do you get the FM title if you get 2300 USCF? No. You get the USCF, like maybe the USCF has some title for that. I think it used to be like, there used to be like Life Master or something like that. Clash Kid's gonna forfeit on time. No. Okay, guys, 35 minutes left for the stream, for the tournament. I basically played most of my usual systems against Clash Kid. We'll try something different. The weakest title is WCM. Yeah, they give that out to little kids. Where the highest rated player in the tournament is like 1200. Seems kind of weird. I'm not sure about this position. Movelim said there's an FMIB that the Marshall is only 2100 FIDE, but that's totally standard. I mean, if the requirement is 2100 and in 2300 and you barely made it in your, you know, at your prime, and then you get a little older, it's totally reasonable. I've played a6 a lot there, but I had some troubles. a4 was a move that I faced against somebody. Hungarian IM. Long time ago, who became a GM. On Tal Gergo. But I think it might have been a different position. Maybe his queen wasn't on d2. It had to be on d2, actually. Yeah, that has to be the position a4. a6, a4. I didn't like that. I don't like putting my knight on a5 either. Stop a5. So now bishop e2. So he's not going to castle queenside, finally. Interesting. a6, a4, knight a5. And I had some crazy game with knight d5 once. a6, a4, knight a5. There was a game, I let Antal play a5 against me. He had this nasty kind of bind on my position. This is a game from like 20 years ago. Almost. It was maybe only 18 years ago. No, this is a good setup for white. I like this. Very, very reasonable. I don't know if he's going to play a4. Whatever. If he plays a4, I can play knight a5. And then bishop f6, g takes f6, knight to d5. That makes me unhappy. But he didn't care. Maybe he's not listening to my stream. That would be good. I feel like bishop d7 is kind of a wasted move here. I don't like this for black. This seems like I'm just way behind in development with no plan. a4 is good now. Bishop d7 is just lame. But now it's going to transpose to escape an Ingen with bishop e3. I don't know, if that's his best. This almost looks kind of like a normal position now after f4. I think he missed the bus there. I mean, he really could have tried to hurt me. I mean, he could go postal with g4. A lot of times you actually have to play bishop back to c8 here. Man, b5, g4, bishop c8, g5, knight d7. That looks ridiculous. I'm not doing that. Ponda's here! Oh my god. Yes. Finally. Oh, I've been waiting for 4 months to see h5. A lot of people have got to be freaked out by that who don't know Ponda. But I don't trust my position at all in this situation. Kasparov, b5, g4, bishop c8, g5, knight d7. I don't want to do that. I've been there, done that. It's not fun to defend that type of position. I'd rather just play the unsound h5 Ponda style. You're 40 and I gained 400 plus points on online rating last 12 months. Nice. I was talking about my opponent from a Hungarian team championship on Sunday. The guy is like older than me and he is at his peak rating, That's not easy to do. There's also sometimes e5s that can work. I think here I can just take it and take with a knight and somehow get out of that pin. The e5, de, fe, knight takes e5, bishop f4 kind of pin. Because my queen and rook are both on this diagonal. Gotta watch out for that. This is not really safe to leave your king in the center. Please visit the Budapest Zoo with your Ponda. Ponda loves the zoo. He's there all the time. We live very close to the zoo, so it's kind of integral to what we do. Okay, so a4 now, which is like basically kind of standard move. How about knight g4? Just let him take it. That's his bad bishop. If I do knight g4, take, queen e2, how do I defend my pawn? Doesn't seem like the right idea. So what's next? That bishop is it's a good defender on e2, but it's not very valuable offensively. The other one is better for him. It's an interesting position. I don't know what to do now. Castling is out the window. Bishop c8 again. Bishop c8 is like ridiculous. It's such a sick move to play. It can't be right. I'm just trying to make a move that confuses him. He gives my knight a square to fall back on, but it seems sort of silly to play it now. Alright. Whatever. We're just making moves now. I wanted to play b6. This is the honest truth about why I played bishop c8. To defend the a6 pawn. To make b6 possible. I think that white is just doing really, really well here. This is an unsound approach, Panda suggested. He's got various tries, f5 and e5. Both have to be looked at constantly. Maybe just like bishop f3 is okay. No bishop f3 because of b5. Okay, he doesn't want me to play b5. He's restraining my whole position, but now he is having trouble finding a way to like make progress forward. So he's just holding with rook a1. I can play knight h5. Similar exchange to knight g4 as we had before. Knight h5, you know, any knight move takes my knights away from controlling the center. That's a serious issue. I guess we'll just do what I planned on doing, which was playing b6. The resurgence of my bishop to b7 maybe at some point. Okay, this is weird. I will definitely consider sacrificing an exchange here. It's probably good. Probably. It's not forced though. I mean, maybe we can not sack the exchange. It does look ugly though. Queen b7, bishop f3 looks really ugly. Queen d7 blocks my knight. So, sacking the exchange is a lazy thing to do. It's certainly not bad. What I missed was take, check, king moves, and then b4, knight a4. He's on my queen. Then knight takes e4. It just seems unnecessary to do that. I'm going to try to do without it. Put the onus on him. It's very passive for me. But the nature of this defense is kind of passive. This Scheveningen is essentially passive. Very tense battle. I mean, his a5 pawn could fall at some point. Black looks awfully passive. It's still not that easy for white. Again, the onus is on him to kind of make progress. The old me would have sacked the exchange there automatically, but I didn't really see a convincing follow-up. Nice weather here in Budapest we're having. Very warm, seasonable. That's something I don't get where I live in the United States. It's just awful. This is like the worst time of year, always. The end of February, like March, is horrendous in Massachusetts. There was just a horrible windstorm on Monday. Okay, so Clash Kid just playing fast and well today, making my life difficult. I mean, he's been pretty conservative overall. My king is stuck in the center. That's a bummer. He's got everything protected. the whole freaking board. That is tough, man. I'm like almost paralyzed here. Man, what to do? This is tough as heck. Let's weaken my position a little bit more. Trying to play for e5 would be like the only thing I can do. Knight d4, e5. The last hope. Like a hedgehog. I like to play the hedgehog. If you know what the hedgehog is, it's like a spiny animal, of course. These are like the hedgehog quills. Just kind of difficult to bite it, you know. You still absorbed ideas. The wind is scary in Boston, so we've got somebody here, Dirt Levert, from Boston. Monday was power outages all over the place, I guess. In Massachusetts. Budapest, it's like spring. It's awesome. Today, I was outside for like an hour. Not unpleasant at all. I'm used to outside being unpleasant at this time of year, constantly. All right, Bishop G4, I just realized that's a new possibility for my opponent. The main thing is that his knight doesn't have a good square. You know, if this was coming to D5, I would be having convulsions right now. We're keeping him at bay to some degree with that knight on B3. Basically, he's got everything else set up except for the knight. It's all good but the knight. Okay, we take, and he takes on F4. We get knight E5, but then he gets a monster square. Is it worth it? Well, anyway, it's something to do to pass the time. We'll give him the one monster square. We get a monster square too. We got G5, G4. Whoa, this was not part of the program. That was not supposed to be part of the program. Bishop B6, hopefully, doesn't do anything. Now he's got knight F5. That sucks. So G5, G4 is going to create questions about F5. I try to do that. He's got other problems though. I mean, I drop a knight on C4 and just take his bishop on B6. You got to be cautious there, though. This thing is it's a plug. It's plugging the bishop on F3, and the whole thing goes down the drain. If I play knight C4, E5, like all hell breaks loose. Got to be super careful. All right, so he's starting to struggle on the clock a little bit for the first time. Playing a tough game. Now it's anybody's game. The first aggressive thoughts start to enter Black's head now. I could also play bishop d8, just trading off the powerful bishop on b6 under the right circumstances. Although that might be necessary to protect d6. That file could be bad for me. In the minute he moves his knight away, imagine like knight e2, knight f4, knight d5 for white. How strong that would be. Maybe he got disconnected. Zenchess is now out of reach. He's got 30 points. How am I going to catch him in 20 minutes? Okay, so g5, g4 is possible. He'd love to trade that white square bishop off. Have no bad pieces. Look, Mom. No bad pieces. Let's not think too much here. Giving up g5 is a major issue. Knight there is bad. I knew I should have put my queen on b8. Seems like a ridiculous move to play, but I'm about to lose on time. I had fantasies of playing my queen to d8. Oh, he's not letting me go there. Brilliant. Nope. All right, let's do it. I just want to drop my g5 pawn. Totally messed this up. Absolutely, positively. It's horrendous what I did. This is horrendous. I'm actually going to lose now? I don't know if I'm quite lost yet. Technical endgame. Could that possibly be a losing move? Oh, he's messing this up now. "15 minutes left." Alright guys, tough game. Probably was a draw somehow. Okay, Zen Chess, I was clearly worse at some point. You played a really good game, Clash Kid. Great struggle. You were probably better well into that game, even toward the late middle game, even toward the end game. Zen Chess, untouchable. There are definitely women, but I think it's mostly, if you want to say why the women, not the top players, I don't think that, my opinion is not that it's like, you know, genetic. It's sociological reasons why, you know, women encounter social situations where they have to like lock themselves in rooms with hundreds of men, and it's just weird. I mean, it has to be weird to be a woman chess player and be so outnumbered. To overcome that is extremely difficult. Too much testosterone. Move 11 is back. Alright, he's black again. Let's play something different. Queen's Indian attack. Absolutely, Bob. That must be it. The scientific reasoning. Well, I always play my best chess against strong opponents. Next day I lose to a 1700. Well, you've got to focus. And my catchphrase is treat everyone like it's the world champion, you know. I used to say Garry Kasparov. But he's been gone for a while, so. Move 11. Why so serious? And I had a game like this. I remember. All right. Right, JCS. Kasparov playing the Evans Gambit. What made you think of that? Someone brought up the Evans Gambit? Oh, I had the idea that Evans Gambit won't work above 1800. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when Kasparov did it back in the 90s, it was like a novelty. I mean, the opening wasn't a novelty, but no strong player had done that significantly. You know, now there's no like secret about the Evans Gambit being like a reasonable opening. I think it's like practically sound. No, I mean, I think the Evans Gambit would work. You have to be well prepared with it, though. I think it's a I wouldn't call it reliable, okay, but it's definitely a playable line. Dangerous if you're well prepared with it. You probably have to be really well prepared with it. And it would work until like 2400 probably, if you're super well prepared with it. Guys, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being subscribers to my stream. We'll be back tomorrow around 10 a.m. with a Weird Wednesday, unusual opening stream. If I can check my schedule for a second. Zenchess is going to win this thing. It looks like I'm not going to catch up to him fast enough. Where are you, Zenchess? Eluding me the whole tournament. 10 a.m. stream tomorrow. Thanks everybody for donating. Jim, 200. Percy Hepworth with 103. Mikhail Tal and Acerbate. You would have got paired with me, but my opponent played on a dead draw. Well, I don't know who's lucky, you or me. I could lose and just be further behind. Alright, so move 11, Queen C7. Mostly you see the A5, Queen B6 type of thing. I guess Queen C7 is reasonable. Though, makes you want to play E5 here. Wonder if this is bad, because I'm just overextending myself. You tempted me into doing this move 11, and I think maybe I made a mistake. It seems wrong. You know, I just thought, okay, well, your knight needs C7, so then Queen C7 must be bad, E5 must be good, but it's not so clear. I guess it's unclear. I'm going to try to play knight E1, F4, and blast him. Blast away. Not a castaway, but a blast away. Clash Kid 500, thanks for the game. Well, I hope you learned something. I learned something too. That's a good system that you used there. That move order with like Bishop E2 and Knight B3 is playable. It's an annoying move against Bishop D7. But this is slightly different. I'm not playing Bishop D7 right away in that rouser against Clash Kid. I played something weird. I played Queen B6. Okay. I don't know too much about Queen B6. I used to play it on a later move. I think Larson played that, Queen B6 first, amongst known players. Clash Kid, thanks for the donation. Thanks everybody for subscribing. You should challenge you after the tournament for the moral tournament victory. I wish I could, man, but I think all hell is breaking loose outside my stream right now, so gotta keep mom in check. F4. My mom is difficult with her condition. She's rising up. Okay, this is pretty creepy. He's all on his back two ranks. That doesn't look right for black. Though I can't play F5 here, can I? Maybe I can play it. How am I going to do this? Like G4, F5? Do I have to play Bishop H3 to prepare it? Here? Like a bayonet attack. It's a bayonet attack. Oh, he's got a different plan. Bishop c7, right? Very well, but your knights are bad. Well, the knight on e8 is bad. That's your one problem. All right, we're fully mobilized. Larson played a lot of weird stuff. It's not necessarily a good recommendation. He was inspiring though. T Dark says Barat, see ya. So he's speaking Hungarian. Hello, friend. He was a great player, but he did take a lot of liberties in the openings. So, but he was inspiring to me. My favorite hypermodern player. I mean, just a massively creative guy. I only was in the same room with him at one tournament, and I really regret that I didn't like ask for his autograph or something. It's such a shame, you know, like a living chess legend. I'm trying to enforce f5 here. If I can do that, I mean, it looks like we're rolling. Rolling with Roman. Rolling with Rooks was a cheesy title of one of Roman Chajashvili's videos. So this is interesting. b5, general queenside expansion. Is he intending like d4 and I can't play knight c4 like I wanted to? Or is he just going to do c4? That's kind of classic. He took too much time there. It is late. Move 11, you hesitated too much, I think. But maybe you're still fighting. I actually thought about playing c4 the previous move. You know, I think I should have done that. Speaking of Nimzovich, he would be down with this position, I think. With the blockadeovich. It's like a flying buttress. The pinch point at e6. Everything is we're flying in a V formation like a flock of geese here. Definitely don't want to play this position while smoking weed or something. You start having strange ideas, falling in love with the structure. Yeah, I think that black's in a lot of trouble. I'm just going to take on I was looking at bishop a5 as if it was something serious, but I'm just breaking through. I mean, it's devastating. Bishop a5, cd, ed, e6, and black can basically resign, I think. Maybe he can withstand that. This isn't going to help. He's just collapsing. There's additional possibility of the G file just going under. I could play king h1, rook g1. It's like a king's Indian attack. b2 bomber. Alright, yeah. It's pretty tragic. He does have a discovered check, though. I want to take him too lightly. Got the blockade. The real blockade now of his own going on. Should not be enough, though. Yeah, that's a good move. Okay. That's maybe not. I mean, this is a lot to ask from black, really. The blockade down 2 pawns. He does have a blockade, though. Oh. He had a blockade, right? This has got to be good for me. I think I had a stronger move there, like queen g2 check. Queen g2 check was just lights out. Now he can limp on a few more moves. Total cave in. But I think it was kind of brought about by, you know, queen c7 to begin with. He obviously made other mistakes later. But that was unalert of me to not play queen g2 check now. His king's totally open, he's dead. But he should have traded on e5 and tried to defend the blockade. The blockade with 2 pawns down is going to be hard. Can we make it in time to finish clear second? Kind of a whitewash by Zen Chess and I. King Chaser's tough, but he only got to 12. Nobody got past 12. Move 11 is just playing on out of momentum. He's playing spoiler. I don't think I'm going to get another win in 3 minutes. Even if move 11 resigned immediately, I'm not going to be able to win another game in time to catch Mr. Zen Chess. So congratulations to Zen Chess. Do you have a perfect score? Not very often I remember someone having like a perfect score. One of these. Hungarian food. Yeah, I like Hungarian food. It's good. Good stuff. Zen Chess drew 1 game. Who was that? You didn't play more WoW, right? We'll see who spoils Zen Chess's. Pilaf, Goulash. So knight f5 holds on. Well, again, queen g2, right? Ooh, that hurts. It's going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me. King h8. Knight g7 only move. Now I've got to have a mate there, some sort of spectacular mate. I don't see it. Alright, back to tournament, 2 minutes left. Can I do it? Even if I win, okay, I could catch. Actually, I could win the tournament. Zen Chess loses and I win in 2 minutes. Ground beef pizza with ketchup. Hungarians love ketchup on their pizza. It's the worst thing about dining in Hungary. It makes you cringe. But there's not like a plethora of tomato sauce. Despite not being that far from Italy, Hungarians don't really do tomato sauce. Alright. I mean, they do now. It's kind of caught on slowly, but if you came to Hungary 20 years ago, everybody was pouring ketchup on their pizza. It was really weird. Alright. Zen Chess, Sparkle Horse, Uber Driver, King Chaser, Amoeboid, Super Sevi, AP87, Clash Kid, Unicorn, Move 11. Got the top 10. Move 11 made it to the top 10, despite those losses against me. Ground beef pizza with ketchup and pork and paprika. Curry pizza. I think I'm going to just pause this and lock it out, and I'm going to finish. There's no sense playing with 1 more minute left. Oh, this is the last game. Zen Chess against Uber Driver. Zen Chess is trying to play 1 more. He's going to win the tournament anyway. This is not going to happen in time. Might as well offer a draw now, Zen Chess. Uber Driver. Very difficult. Uber Driver did take 3rd. Playing indestructible chess, but losing on time against me. Guys, thanks everybody for watching and subscribing and supporting the stream. Clash Kid, Jim, and Percy Hepworth today, along with Acerbate and who was it? Mikhail Tal. Can never remember that. So guys, thanks everybody. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Weird Wednesday, Blitzen Rapid Chess. Thanks, Ponda. Thank you guys. It's great that I'm allowed to be on the stream again. Be back here. Ponda, we'll see you again tomorrow. JCS, thanks for moderating. All that talk about Hungarian pizza made me hungry. I'm already leaving Infinite Flash Chess. I saw you log on and I was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. It was fun. The tournament is over. Sparkle Horse Arena Rapid. We've got Zen Chess with undefeated 1st place. Performance 21-38. Games played 10. Sparkle Horse 2nd place. Uber Driver with a very solid 3rd place, narrowly just losing on time in 1 game, essentially. Losing because of time. King Chaser, very tough 4th. Amoeboid, Super Sebi, AP87 played the maximum number of games. Clash Kid underperformed, but he played a very tough battle against me. Unicorn and Move 11 rounding it out. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and joining my tournament, and we'll be back tomorrow. So I'll see you guys at 10. Don't forget, I stream 6 days a week. Thursday will be our subscriber stream in the evening around 6:30. Friday, again, 10 a.m. fast blitz where everyone's welcome to play. And then Sunday we do a simul, probably 30-30 kind of quicker simul on Sunday at 6:30 in the evening. Thanks everybody. Thanks everybody to Flash for showing up, and I'll see you guys all later. Thank you, JCS.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
See you later, guys.